first things first, I guess. Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video. My name is Ellie, I'm a long distance hiker and backpacker. Otto and I are in the Yorkshire Dales National Park at the moment, and we just set off on a little 2-day micro adventure. We're going to walk one of the Yorkshire Dales classics, if not the classic walk in the Yorkshire Dales, which is of course the Yorkshire Three Peaks, a circular walk taking in 3 of the highest fells of the Yorkshire Dales, all around 700 meters. Most walkers do the walk from Horton and Ribblesdale, which is I think about 24-25 miles, but I wanted to make it a 2-day adventure and wild camp in between, and also showcase the route, the hills, the area from a bit of a different angle. So we just set off from Ingleton, which is a bit of a longer route, about 30-31 miles, depending on our exact route that I will still decide today and tomorrow. It's a bit of a challenging route, I think. It's, as I said, 30 miles long, and over the next 24 hours we'll do around 1800 meters of ascent. Be excited to take you along, so let's go! We're starting off strong, and we're already on our first climb up to the first peak, which is Ingleton over there. So peaceful. The Yorkshire Three Peaks are very famous for the Yorkshire Three Peaks challenge, which is basically walking the circular route from Horton in Ribblesdale, like the 24 miles, and climbing the 3 peaks in under 12 hours, which obviously seems quite hard to do, if I'm being honest. I really wanted to make this a 2-day adventure, so my plan is to walk around 21 kilometers today, and then I'm in the area of Pen-y-ghent, so the second summit of the 3 peaks, and then find something to wild camp there, and then walk the rest, which is I think 18 miles, tomorrow. I had a bit of a strange week, to be honest, because I've booked my ferry back to Germany about 10 days ago, leaving me just enough time to do one more trail that is very high on my bucket list that I wanted to do last year and it didn't work out, which is the Dales Highway, and that's also the reason why I drove down south to the Yorkshire Dales from Scotland. But then the weather got so unsettled. It basically rained heavily every day for the last 6 days, and there were thunderstorms, so I didn't feel safe setting off, because obviously a lot of parts of the Dales Highway are quite exposed higher up, going over the moors. So I just waited for the weather to improve, but then that didn't happen. I changed my plans to do shorter walks, but that didn't happen as well because the weather was just so unpredictable. And then I spent the entire week, like almost 7 days now, in the Ingleton, Sedbergh, Horton and Ribblesdale area. And I was a bit disappointed because I had all those plans and I really wanted to do another adventure, but instead I felt like I wasn't moving, and I wasn't really moving. I spent 2 days in Settle, then 2 days in Ingleton, 2 days in Horton, and now I'm back in Ingleton. So I think this will be a really nice and fitting ending to our time in the UK, because it's June now and we've been in the UK since April 1st, so quite a long time. Really excited for this last mini adventure, and obviously the Dales Highway is still on the list. Let's do the last bit. It's getting quite steep up there. The Yorkshire Dales are famous for these limestone formations that have been formed by glaciers, I think. Look at that, you can really see the different layers. Sometimes it's almost like pavement. Wow, this looks interesting. apparently the first Yorkshire Three Peaks challenge was in 1887 when 2 teachers did the walk in 14 hours. Today the record is held at just under 3 hours. Wow, this is crazy. 24 miles and all this climbing in under 3 hours. Wow. We're almost at the top now, and I think we're going to take our first little break up there. Ooh, last meters to the summit. This is it, first one of the Yorkshire Three Peaks, Ingleton, 723 meters. Woo. Wow. Woohoo. Time for a little break. 5.8 kilometers done. Look at this view. This is Pen-y-ghent over there, our next goal, our next summit. And then all the way over there, this is Warnside, our third peak that we're going to climb tomorrow. It's a bit hazy, but the views are so stunning. Oh, he's in a really good mood today. The direct way to Horton in Ribblesdale, which is down there, is going straight down, but we're going to do a little detour over Little Ingleton and then walking down there and then over there to Horton, which is a bit longer, a couple of miles longer. There are a few people out walking on the hills now. I think so far we've met maybe 10, 12 other hikers. So really not too bad, it's not too busy. Because whatever you're doing, if you're also interested in doing the Yorkshire Three Peaks, if you can avoid the weekend, like Saturday, Sunday, definitely do that because it's insanely busy on the weekend. We've made this mistake before when we walked the Pennine Way. We stayed in Horton on a Friday night and it was just bananas. It's really, really busy on the weekend. This is really cool. You can see a bit of the typical limestone pavement that has been washed out over the years to form these, like these pavement type of rock formations. It's such a nice day. I feel so great just being out after being in my head quite a bit, being disappointed with the weather, not really knowing if I should set off or not. But this is now so nice just to be out walking, clearing my head, having this amazing weather. Oh, this feels so good. Oh, such a nice little detour. Wow, this looks really cool. Time for a second break before we drop down to Horton. It's already 4 p.m. so we still have quite a bit to do, around 10 kilometers. But I think 6 is now just going downhill to Horton, and then it's another 4 to go up Pen-y-ghent. Wow, look at this view. And once again, I'm realizing how beautiful and diverse the landscape is in the UK. I mean, I knew that obviously because I keep coming back, and obviously I really love hiking in the UK. The landscape around here in the Yorkshire Dales is so different from the one in the Lake District, and it's just a few miles over. I think it's not even 50 miles to the Lake District, and it has changed completely. More like these open, grassy, rolling hills. There's always something new to see, and you never feel like, okay, that's the same that I saw a million times before already. Pen-y-ghent is getting closer and closer, just over there. I rarely do summit wild camps because most of the time I'm out for multiple days at a time, so it's almost impossible to like time it to have nice weather when you're at the top to do a wild camp. But I think it's going to work out tonight because the wind is supposed to drop through the evening and be really light at night, and there's no rain forecast whatsoever. It's supposed to be a clear night, and it's also full moon, so yeah, I'm really excited for the views up there. This is going to be so nice. Not long, under 2 miles. We just set off from Horton in Ribblesdale. I filled up my water, there's public toilets there, and now we're on our second and last climb for today. This is Pen-y-ghent up there. We have to climb to 694 meters. We're at 350 right now, so not too long, hopefully. There's a really steep bit that comes up now that I remember from 2 years ago when Otto and I did the Pennine Way. And we were here like by accident, I didn't know about it, on a Saturday climbing Pen-y-ghent and then coming down basically against everyone else going up. And that was so stressful because there was just a line, a crazy line of people, obviously, because as I said, Saturday is really busy and everyone was going up, but we were coming down, and some bits are really steep. I think it's easier going up. Wow, look at how wide and open and remote this is. Wow, stunning. We've made it, and now it's only a couple of meters to go to the top. Oh, cute. Oh, and we've made it Pen-y-ghent, 694 meters, the second one of the Yorkshire Three Peaks for us. And now the question is, on which side of this wall do I pitch my tent, because if I go on this side I'm going to be a bit more wind sheltered, but the wind's going to drop anyway, so yeah, I don't know if it's that important, but I will be able to see the sunrise tomorrow morning. If I'm going somewhere on the other side of the wall, I'm going to have a beautiful sunset later, but a bit more wind. Hard to decide. But maybe I'm going to go for the sunset, because sunrise is so early anyway, and I think yeah, I maybe need my sleep tomorrow. That's the main path, the main Yorkshire Three Peaks walk that we're going to continue tomorrow morning. So I think I'm just going to walk along this wall for a bit and then pitch somewhere up there away from the path. It's almost 7:30 already. I mean, the days are really long. It's almost summer solstice, so we still have plenty of time till sunset, but I can't wait to now just set up the tent, have a coffee, just have some rest, because it's been a tough day. I'm all set up. As you can see, I brought my Durston X Dome just because I want to test it a bit more in different conditions, different settings. Look at this view. Isn't this just so gorgeous? Wow. It's almost 8 o'clock already, but I really want to have a coffee. Just, yeah, as this little ritual to finish the day. But first things first, before I make a coffee, Otto will get his treat. He always gets one at the end of each day, so that he knows that we're there, we're done walking, that he can settle down. For today I brought one of his favorites, dried like fish skin that's braided. It was a really hard day, to be honest. I think we climbed 1200 meters. But it's been also really nice just having this last adventure before going back to Germany. Just a really fitting ending. And now being pitched on top of Pen-y-ghent, overlooking the Yorkshire Dales. That's just so incredible. This is really beautiful. Okay, enough chatting. Let's make a coffee. This is going to be so nice. I even brought a rocky road to have as a, I mean, it's not really afternoon anymore obviously, but to have as a little snack with my coffee. This is really nice. I'm so excited now. Nothing better than a wild camp out on the fells, having a coffee, just having the views, having no signal. Yeah, so peaceful and quiet. There's no one around. It's just so perfect. Going to be a clear night and it's getting a bit chilly already, but I'm just going to have some warm food now, which I'm really excited about. Tonight I'm having a classic, my self-made, like not self-made, but like home assembled pasta with instant pasta, dehydrated tomato sauce, dehydrated veggies and dehydrated soy chunks. This is my dinner for tonight. Really excited for some pasta with a view. That was just the most beautiful sunset. So perfect. Oh, I can't believe how great and perfect this day has been. And I even brought something to celebrate Otto and my last night in England, like on the trail for a bit. I brought a tiny little lemonade that I found in the van, so I'm going to have that. And of course we're going to share a little packet of crisps. This is really special, a really special moment. Also, I realized when walking today that Otto and I over the last 9 weeks have actually walked almost 800 kilometers on different trails and different mini adventures. We had such a great time. We did so many cool trails that had been on my list for quite some time. I can't wait to come back later this year for some more hikes in England and Wales. And yeah, cheers! This is it for today. It's been a wonderful day. I'm really excited for tomorrow to see the Ripplehead Viaduct and then climb our 3rd peak, Whernside, and then walk back to Ingleton. So we'll see you then. Good night.
Good morning. Oh, we slept in a little bit. It's already 6:30 and I can already hear people walking up to Pen-y-ghent. But yeah, yesterday was quite tough. But I'm going to get up now and make a coffee. As you can see, the sun is out already. Obviously for a couple of hours already.
Well, it's not surprising that there are already people out walking the Three Peaks challenge, or even just one of the fells, because as the mountain weather says, it's a fine day to be out on the hills. So yeah, not surprising. I had such a good night's sleep. It was so peaceful and quiet. I even went out in the middle of the night to watch the full moon over the tent. It was behind there. And yeah, it was just so nice. Such a perfect wild camp. And now having a coffee overlooking the fells, the moors. We have a bit of a harder day again, actually. Yeah, this mini adventure is really about pushing ourselves a little bit, but Otto and I are going to spend almost 2 days in the car and on a ferry, where he won't have the chance of like really walking around a lot. So I thought this would be really nice to, yeah, for the both of us to get a bit tired in our legs, so that it's not too hard sitting in the van all day for 2 days. It's quite a long way to go back to Ingleton. I think it's about 30 kilometers, but only I think 600 meters of ascent.
1, 2, 3. Remember when you told me that I should take it slow, but I can't stay when the world is waiting. I'm too used to being on my own. Hearts will break, but I have to chase it.
It's 8 o'clock now. I'm all packed up. And as always, the most important thing, leaving no trace whatsoever. Let's go, day 2.
This time I'm not looking back, babe.
This is just beautiful. we're getting closer and closer. There's Ribblehead down there, and that's Burnside. Wow, what a nice day. We have made it to Ribblehead now. There's a pub up there, the Station Inn, and there's also a tea and coffee van. But I think I want to go to the pub because I also need to refill my water and want to use the toilet. Now we're ready to tackle the last climb. We're at almost 300 meters now, and we're going to climb Burnside now, which is at 736 meters. It's the highest one of the three peaks. So let's go! We have walked 13 kilometers and it's another 17 to go back to Ingleton. But we're in a good mood, and if I read it correctly, Burnside is, even though it's the highest of the three peaks, apparently the easiest to climb. Ooh, look at this view, this is really nice. This is the Dale, the valley down to Ingleton. This is Ingleborough and Pen-y-ghent over there. That's the summit up there. Oh wow, look at that. This is beautiful. This down there is Dent somewhere, and then in the far back it's a bit hazy. These are the Howgills, I think, already. Ooh, we've made it! This is it, the Yorkshire Three Peaks. Done. Time for a coffee. We are on our way back down now, back to Ingleton. The traditional route, like most people would walk it, is now dropping down to Chapel Le Dale, which is down there somewhere, it's just a couple of houses, and then up Ingleborough over there, and then back to Horton. But obviously we have climbed Ingleborough yesterday already from Ingleton. So for us, we're not going to drop down, but we're just going to continue basically along the ridge all the way over there and then down to Ingleton, which seems close, but it's, I think, another 10 kilometers. This is Otto's superpower. And I know I've said it before, but doing the Yorkshire Three Peaks, especially in the extended version from, for example, Ingleton, or you could even do it from Clapham, for example, too, is, in my opinion, such a nice way to experience the Yorkshire Dales. I have been to the area a couple of times before, and obviously I've walked the Pen-y-ghent way, so I went over Pen-y-ghent already. I think it's a really nice walk to just have some good climbs, to have some great views, and if you're doing it from Ingleton, for example, you can see everything from a different angle, because if you're starting in Horton and doing the traditional route, you're basically always looking down into Ribblesdale, which is obviously nice, but walking up from Ingleton, having these views to the other side, towards Settle, and now walking over the ridge, seeing down to the other side, really adds something to the walk, in my opinion. It's a nice micro adventure if you're doing the longer version. There's great spots to wild camp. Now that I've seen all three peaks, I think my favorites for wild camping would be either Pen-y-ghent or Whernside, because from both peaks you can see the viaduct, you can see the other peaks a little bit better, I think, than from Ingleborough, and there's also a bit more of options to find a bit of a sheltered, wind-sheltered spot. But yeah, there's plenty of options. It's so quiet. I mean, obviously on a day like this, even though it's Wednesday today, on a really nice day, there obviously will always be people doing the challenge, people out on the hills. Obviously, it's summer. But as soon as it gets a bit later in the evening, there's no one around, and if you're doing little detours or the longer version or using other footpaths, it's really, really quiet. So yeah, couldn't be happier. This has been a really, really, really nice walk that I can really recommend. 12 out of 10.
Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day.
This really gives me Pen-y-ghent way feelings. Oh, this is so nice.
My eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can.
This is so cool, walking on the opposite side of Ingleborough and seeing it from this side, all the different like limestone layers, limestone formations. And you can see it where it's called pavement, because it really almost looks like that. We're almost back. This is Ingleton down there. Oh, nice. Only, I think, 3.5 miles. Look at that, how random is this? I didn't see anyone for over 2 hours, but there's an ice cream van down there. Oh, I'm going to check it out. How lucky am I? I got a cider ice cream. Unfortunately, they didn't have any dog ice cream. But how lucky am I? This is so nice. My watch stopped recording, but I think we're almost at 32 kilometers now. But it's really not long now, it's just a few hundred meters, and then we've made it back to Ingleton. I mean, we took 2 longer breaks, about 1 hour each, but still we set off little over 10 hours ago. So it's been a really tough day, and being down here in the valley now where there's no wind, it's really, really warm. So yeah, it really is about time to get to the van. I'm going to go to a swimming pool to get a shower because I'm really sweaty, and then just getting some food, some takeaway, and yeah, just have a nice big rest. have made it back to the van, and it was really about time. It's been a very long and a very warm day, and I'm really ready for my shower now. It's been the perfect ending to our 2.5 month adventure in Scotland and in the north of England. But this is of course not the end. So when you're seeing this, I'm probably already planning my next hiking adventure in the UK. I'm going to come back in late summer to do some more walking, so definitely stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much. Thank you so much for everything, and we'll see you very soon. Bye!